Alright guys, so I stumbled onto something the other day and I wanted to try to share this out. Um, Not that new to doing build videos, but I just ran across this in the PTS and I wanted to try it out in TU10 in the live game and see how it goes. Yesterday ran a few heroic missions, and I gotta say, this thing really blasts away. Okay, so first of all, this is a full-on LMG build. I know a lot of people are wanting to get back into the LMG game. Some people prefer to run the LMG. Also, Striker has returned. It's not the Striker of Division 1, but we deal with what we can. And so this striker stacks, but it doesn't stack quite as high as what you would have hoped it would stack for. Couple things that we need to go over. First of all, your specialization. You want to be running the gunner specialization. And I want to show you why. So if we go over to the gunner table, you'll see why exactly we're running it. You take a look at the gunner, and gunner gives you 10% weapon handling while not moving. Need to be motionless for 1 second. Okay, so once you're in cover, you're going to end up getting this 10% weapon handling. Now, weapon handling is not what it was in TU 9.1. Weapon handling now revolves around several different things. Weapon handling now revolves around accuracy. It also revolves around stability and reload speed. So for every point you get in weapon handling, you get another point in one of these three categories. So again, accuracy, stability, and reload speed. So that means you've got 10% in each of these now. Okay? So the next part I want you to look at is the 4-piece striker. Now I went with the 4-piece striker on the mask, backpack, knees, and holster. And here's why. You get 15% weapon handling by just running 2 pieces. You also get, with the 3-piece, 15% rate of fire. So your slower firing LMGs are now faster firing because of it. That means your harder hitting, slower firing are now going to be harder hitting and faster firing. Okay, to go along with that, you have the Striker's Gamble, which is the 4-piece, which weapon hits amplify weapon damage by 0.5%, stacking up to 50 times. 1 stack is lost each second, and 2 stacks are lost every time you miss. That's okay, because if you run the backpack, it increases your total weapon damage per stack from 0.5% to 0.65%. So when you're hitting on those bigs, and I'm going to tell you right now, with this, you're not going to miss. And if you miss, you probably suck. Okay? So, let's go over 2 more important pieces you need to have. First, you gotta have the contractor's gloves. And you gotta have max weapon damage on them. Preferred a 3rd attribute being crit hit damage or crit hit chance. The second thing you need is this Petrov vest. In order to unlock this Petrov vest, you have to have done the field research for gunner. And if you did the field research for gunner, you have this unlocked. It's at your crafting station, and I'll show you where. So if you go over to your crafting station, look under your chest pieces, you'll find it. Now I can't pronounce that word, I'm not even going to try. But what do you expect from a Swedish-based gaming company? There's no telling what that word means. The thing about this is that once you craft it, you want to make sure that you craft all reds. Now I have 6% extra weapon handling on there with 11.1% crit damage, 5.6% crit hit chance mod on there, and once I get enough ceramics, I'm going to roll that 11.2 up to 15% weapon damage. Now, taking a look at each of your pieces of striker, one important thing you want to remember is crit hit chance and crit hit damage in your attribute. The weapon damage is okay, but your crit hit chance and crit hit damage are going to help you a bunch. You look at each of my pieces, you'll see weapon damage, crit hit chance, and sometimes a crit hit chance or crit hit damage mod. Now, the two pieces of Petrov, you're going to get 10% LMG damage with 10% weapon handling. There's another 10% weapon handling. Again, you got 10% from the gunner, 10% weapon handling from the two-piece Petrov, another 15% weapon handling from the two pieces of striker. Now here's the big one. That chest piece I told you about, perfect braced. So while you're in cover, weapon handling is increased by 50%. 50%. This is going to max out your DPS, guys. And what would be a video if I didn't show you just a little bit of testing? You'll see what I mean when you see the brace and the movement. LMGs tend to fire all over the place. So we're going to put this on a named enemy. I got my pestilence out. I'm going to aim on the enemy. Watch the reticle shrink to almost nothing. Look at that. Now, I'm off the target. I'm on the target. Boom. Dead on it. Look at that headshot reticle. Perfect. Now, let's fire this bad boy in. I never once touched my right toggle. Now watch the reload. You can't beat that. Now, one of the other things I do recommend, Pestilence is great, but check out Unhinged. 18% weapon damage increase at the cost of 25% stability and 25% accuracy. 18%, you get that from Perfectly Wicked. You may even get that off of, it's close to Perfect Vigilance, or Vigilance. That's 18%. It doesn't stack. It's constantly going. So let's take a look at this. And that cost of stability and accuracy when mixed with my weapon handling. Look at that reticle. Beautiful. Ready? It's not moving, guys. Not once did it jump around on me. Get some headshots in here. Yeah, that stability and accuracy is just all over the place. No, I'm kidding. Perfect. I can move it around wherever I want. Just slightly moving it. Look at this reload. Nice! Yeah, guys. Weapon handling. 4-piece striker. Snap it on there. Get it on there now. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Now, I will tell you the downside of this. Just so you know. You're running all reds. So if you get ambushed, or they flank you, use your cover. This is not a tank. You will not tank. You will not face tank with this build. Get in cover. This is a cover-based build. You're not going to rock this in the DZ. It's not going to work. Okay? But you will fly through heroics. I promise you. If you use it correctly, you're going to win, win, win. Remember again, unhinged, you can get a better roll than what I've got. I need to roll that 8% LMG up to 15. But guys, I mean, I could just switch to this one, but it's whatever. Guys, I'm telling you. And the crit hit chance is just there, man. It's 54% on this one. It's almost 60. Do it. Do it. Take advantage of this now. While Striker is actually working, take advantage of it before they get rid of it. Do it. Hey, this is Dave Dealer. I'm trying to help you out. This is going out to all my Raw Clan guys and anybody else. Love you, brothers. I'm out.